Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Well, it's the end of another day, and what I always like to do is, if I can, get out here and reflect on the day that is. It seems like we have a lot of fans out there that are disappointed. They feel like our team is going to suck. And this is exactly where we were a year ago from now. Because the first week of free agency, the Dallas Cowboys were literally gone on vacation. We wanted to get Earl Thomas, but Earl Thomas, well, let's be honest, guys. That's too damn much money. I wanted him. Everybody knows I want him. The Cowboys wanted him. But the reality is here's the thing. What the Cowboys have made moves that don't make headlines. You know, when Cleveland trades for Odell Beckham, it's a sexy pick. Oh my God, you got that playmaker. But along with Odell Beckham is a big salary and a locker room distraction, off the field distraction. The moves the Cowboys are making thus far are ones that pay dividends. Signing Cam Fleming, I know that's not pretty, but you could look back and say us originally bringing in Cam Fleming last year was one of the reasons why we made it to the playoffs. Because when Tyron Smith missed those 3 games, we did not have to rely on a Chaz Green. In the same way that drafting Vander Esch made all the difference, because when Sean Lee was gone most of the season, we didn't give up another 100 yards on the ground. Understand, it's great to have that great player, but with that $13.7 million, when you think about getting Jason Witten, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, Jason Witten, man, that guy's a bum. But yeah, but what tight end are you going to get for the price tag that you got him for? He's got sure hands. Speed has never been his game. He'll be that security blanket that we've missed. $3.5 million, I think, or was it $2 million? Excuse me, $2 million. And then you think about Sean Lee, who, whenever he's had injured seasons, he bounces back next year. You've got a guy who can fill in at all 3 positions, who knows them better than the coaches. So we're up to $5 million right there. Those pieces right there, and Cam Fleming, which is another, $2.5 million? That's only $7.5 million right there. Then you add our fullback. We're up to $9 million. Those 4 guys right there, you still have $4.5 million left over. And that's the difference of free agency, of getting that one big name player. That if he gets hurt, you lose all of that. Understand, if for no other reason last year we made the playoffs, because we did have depth. Because when Travis Frederick went out, that Joe Looney could step in, and now he's got experience and will back up that offensive line. The fact that you've got Cam Fleming, who can be a swing tackle for either side, that if Tyron Smith or Lyle Collins go down, you have that guy to go in. We're building more like the Patriots, and I know everybody keeps saying, you can't compare the Cowboys to the Patriots. I'm not saying we have done what the Patriots have done with all the Super Bowls. You miss the point when you say that. What I say is we're beginning to learn and do things that way that have paid dividends for that team. That team is not worried about overpaying anybody on that team. They'll let a Pro Bowler walk out the door in a heartbeat because they've got a plan to bring somebody else in. And they don't rely on 1 or 2 great players. They rely on a multitude of good players. That's the difference. There's no one superstar to shut down. You got to shut down a whole team, and that's why they win. So I'm disappointed that we couldn't get Earl Thomas for a decent price. Hell yeah. But I'm glad that they didn't decide we're going to get that guy and overpay for it. Because a lot of these teams that you're seeing out there right now that are spending a fortune on free agents, in 2 years, most of them will be cut. Now, an interesting tad bit here that happened today. The Saints thought they were going to be re-signing Teddy Bridgewater. But Teddy Bridgewater decided, not so sure I want to come back. Not because he doesn't like the situation right now. He's from Miami and actually lives in Miami in the off-season. That's why he's visiting there. But the main reason why he's concerned about coming back to New Orleans is he's worried about Sean Payton leaving to go to Dallas. Let me say that again. Teddy Bridgewater decided that he's going to check out the free agent market because he's not sure that Sean Payton isn't going to lead the Saints next year for the Dallas Cowboys. Kind of interesting, don't you think? When I looked at Jason Garrett at Duke last weekend, at the Duke North Carolina game, and knowing that he wasn't there at the Super Bowl with Jerry and Stephen, that Stephen A. Smith got more love than Jason Garrett did at the Super Bowl. The writing is truly on the wall. And it's not just us fans that are believing it. It's not just the Cowboys organization saying we're not going to extend you. It's filtering now to players how they're making their decisions on what their future is, on whether or not Sean Payton is going to be there or in Dallas. You guys may not agree with this, but I believe what we are seeing right now, what started in 2016 in that draft, and make no mistake about it, we're going to look back at that draft and say, oh my God, that draft was unbelievable. The fact that you got Zeke Elliott, Jalen Smith, Dak Prescott, Malik Collins, Anthony Brown, all in that one draft. That draft alone, this is how crazy it is. That draft alone is better than what the New York Giants draft has been since 2010. The New York Giants since 2010 in the first 3 rounds have one player left on the roster. We're going to look back in the same way we look back at the 90s team. And you're going to look back at that draft and realize that that was the building blocks of something special with this team. I know I'm just Joe the fan. I'm no expert. But I can feel this group of guys that have become a family that not only play for the money, but play for each other. I believe it. I know a lot of you don't, but I believe in this team. And I believe in the direction that they're going. We didn't get here 3 winning seasons in a row, 2 out of the 3 years in the playoffs. 33 victories over the last 3 seasons by overpaying free agents. They've done it the right way, drafting well and developing homegrown talent. And they're apparently not going to waver from that. So they're going to be dancing with the girl that they came here with. And maybe that's not a bad thing. So all you fans out there that are losing your mind and saying we're going to suck, go have at it. I ain't got no time for fake ones. I'm here for the real Cowboy fans that believe. With that being said, it's getting late. I got a lot of cabinets to take care of tomorrow. And as they always tell me, don't quit your day job. But make sure every day, and I mean every day, you put forth 100% effort at whatever you do. And if you do that, I guarantee you every single day you'll get a little bit better. And your dreams will come true. I work my ass off. And I will again tomorrow. It's time to turn out the lights, guys. This party is over. And I'll see you guys in the morning.